views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people listening like the show.
Look, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddammit. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right, your hands are tied. Jerkin, pass me the duct tape. Motherfucker. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. On fire, I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. Still radio fan, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel top. They campaign like a bass end. So if you're mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that hurts me, hurts me, hurts me.
Alright, you sons of fucking bitches. Welcome to Shit That Fucking Cocksucking Irks Me. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm G.J. Jerkman.
I'm Ocelot. I'm AK.
Yes, and here it is, Friday night. Our apologies to you. Cruise Control will not be on with us tonight. We don't have Skype. So, but, you know, hey, shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Everything else flowed pretty smooth, considering. Except I couldn't upload last night's show now, Jerkman. I got the show the week before, or the day before that, but I couldn't get last night's show up.
You couldn't get it up? Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like your pictures. So anyway.
Can I get your pictures up?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
okay.
His pictures, his limp pictures.
He's going back to the...
Yeah, we'll
Limp
make
dick
that.
Oh, I
picture.
thought he meant you couldn't get your pictures up. Like you had a technical problem.
Oh, no. We're come on, it's Jerkman and I. It's dick
I know.
jokes.
I missed the joke, I guess.
Yeah, it's Jerkman and I. You know, it's always dick jokes and fag
So when
jokes.
it comes to you and Jerkman, it's all homo?
Pretty much.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
Wow,
all.
you really... You're saying yes.
Oh.
You're agreeing to this.
Yeah, well, because usually I'm co-signing her bullshit this time.
Well, that's nice of
See
him.
what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Wow. That's how this goes.
Yeah. Keep having to readjust my mic here, by the way. It's
Now you know why it was fucked up when you sat there, because the shit pissed me off so fucking bad. I tore it apart.
Yeah. It's actually moving around, and I did replace it, so I got another one
It
over
just
there.
keeps slipping.
Moving.
Yeah, it does. It's strange. It's like last night it was fine, and all of a sudden now it's being gay.
It's annoying.
For whatever reason.
I almost threw it.
Speaking of being gay, all right, here's some shit. So there's somebody on Experience Project.
Oh, God.
Another person.
Let me ask you a question
This-
before we even start into this. I think you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be going, why do you go to this fucking site?
It's no. It's nothing bad. It's just funny. It's because it's just that generation, and the person they didn't piss me off per se. It was just something we disagreed on, and it was generational. So this person, who was actually a mutual friend with Tootsie Toes, actually, and I think what happened is she saw my post on Tootsie Toes' story about saying the word nigger, and I made mention to the fact that...
Why would you say it?
Why did I say it?
You said you said it.
Well, she had a post that said, I say the word nigger. She had a story.
She said it.
She said it.
So, wait a minute. Okay, stop for a second.
You got Alzheimer's?
She's saying you said it or she said it?
Hold up, bro. Okay, back up.
She has a post
Right.
talking about him using the word.
Okay, him using it. Okay.
Tootsie Toes has a post about her using the word.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Right. And so I guess this other girl who's she's cool. We've talked for a while. No interest there. It's just she's 18. She's not or around that age group. You know what I'm saying? Younger. This other girl. And she had seen that, I guess I posted on that story. You know, you can comment on the stories. And I said, oh, yeah, you know, I use words like nigger, faggot, retard, you know, and I went through all, you know, the whole thing that I usually do. And so the younger girl writes me and says, hey, I saw a story. I suspect it was that story because that's the only story that I really said anything like that on that site. And she was like, I saw you use the word faggot. Why do you use that word? You know that's a hateful label? And I'm like, oh, God, it's that generation. Because really, it's kind of, that's how that generation is, man. They're so, everything's about hurting people's feelings, and they're so upset about being bullied, and they're such victims.
Well, but what is necessary to use it, though?
Why?
Yeah. I mean.
Well, it's only a word, man.
Well, I understand that, but people actually get pissed when you use words that people don't fucking like.
Well, too fucking bad.
So, okay, so then what?
They're only words, man.
Well, I understand they're only words, but it's still a form of communication. I mean, if someone walked up and called you, you know, the words that you're saying that that shouldn't offend, they offend you.
They don't offend me.
So there's no words that offend you. Like if someone says,
"Oh, come on, man! You
when someone comes up, oh no, I'm trying to clear something up.
Okay.
Like when people call you, you know, an adult child because you're supposedly blind. Does that piss you off?
Well, it pisses me off.
Well, because it's an offensive thing to you, am I right?
But what do? I don't cry about it. I make
no,
fun
you
of
just
it.
get really fucking pissed.
So I make fun of it. That's a big deal. I mean, that's
so those words don't affect you. So as long as they don't affect you, then
you know, I guess that's my. Actually, you bring up a good point though, Jerkman, because when people do that, oh, they're just trying to help, and oh, they don't understand, and you should cut them slack. So that's okay, but yet words like the ones I just said prior to, you know, all of a sudden are hurtful, hateful labels and this and that and bullshit. So it's, you know, it's a double fucking standard, I guess is what I'm saying. So you're right. When somebody calls me an adult child, which is very insulting, I'm not supposed to get insulted.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So what you're saying, people do find insulting, but you're saying they need to get over it.
Well,
so to me, that's an oxymoron right there. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
They tell me to get over it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And do you like that? Hell no. So it goes the same way both ways. I mean,
I guess it does.
Yeah.
But I guess for me, you know, I'm not going to change the way I speak. And
so then maybe they shouldn't either. So where does this?
Well, I don't expect them to. Like I said, they're morons, and.
But you bitch about it, so then they bitched about it.
Sure.
So it's both. It goes both ways.
Well, that's all they can do.
Right,
really.
and that's all you can do. So, and I'm not defending this or advocating that you do that. I'm just simply stating that both ways it happens. So you're gonna be pissed. They're going to be pissed. Everybody's going to be fucking pissed over just fucking words.
Right. Well, you know, it's what it is, man.
So see, I didn't do a 360.
I thought, it sounded to me like you were getting ready to.
No, I was just trying to clarify, you know, what makes sense and what doesn't.
Okay, but you do understand that, you know, words are only powerful when you give them power, right?
Well, right, and that's what I'm saying. So you feel the need to give them power when they piss you off. So why shouldn't these people feel the need to give them, you know, the power to it or whatever?
Right.
Because you were just getting ready, and I know to say that it's bullshit that they're even worried about it and saying that, but you do the same. So it's kind of a thing where everybody's going to get pissed. Words do hurt, no matter what you say.
I guess what I'm saying is her generation is on that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's a hurtful label. It's, you know, shit. When I grew up, it was sticks and stones may break my bones. Words will never hurt me.
Wow.
You know. So, I mean, for me, yeah, they may upset me and piss me off, but that's all they're going to do. I'm not going to go home and fucking slip my wrist because somebody called me.
No, you'll just go home and shoot the fucking emails out and shit.
Oh, yeah. And,
you get on Facebook.
Or get on the show and bitch about it or something. But that's what I do, man. That's my way of dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's the point. You know, I'll battle words with words.
Right. That's why I was trying to figure out what the most would bother you. You know, because it's bothering everybody else, or at least when it does.
Right. Well, and I guess that's the main thing. But we had this, it wasn't heated, but it was a back and forth thing. And I said, well, what's the difference between her using it versus me using a word like that?
Well, and that's what I'm trying to say, because if you get pissed off about it, and because you were just starting us out with words don't hurt me. Well, yes, they fucking do. That's bullshit. Because apparently, or you wouldn't be on fucking bitching about it right now.
Well,
on Experience Project, on
yeah.
this show, on Facebook,
So-
on anywhere you can fucking get it out.
You're damn right.
So apparently they
bothers
do
you.
hurt. They bother you.
Well, it doesn't hurt. It just bothers me. That's
Well,
all.
okay, but and so for them it's bothering them. So
Right.
it's just it's a two-way street.
But it's a funny double standard, isn't it? That here it is.
Well, right.
I'm supposed to cut them slack.
So then maybe if nobody did it, we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Well,
If people had consideration for other people's feelings and what they thought,
Well,
not saying you have to bend down to everybody's whim because you can't do that.
Right.
But what I'm simply saying, if you know a word's offensive to somebody, why use it?
well, and I wouldn't normally use it.
Right.
However, if I was angry with somebody, like somebody that
Well,
happened
people
to be.
talk out of anger. I'm not gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
they don't.
Well, that's it. I'm not just going to go up and be like, oh, yeah, that nigger that works in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? It would have to be somebody that obviously fit that label, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's where I would throw that out, if throwing it out at all, but I would never just call somebody that willy-nilly, Hell, I call more white people niggers than I do fucking.
But what I'm saying is that some people just find that word totally offensive. To them, it's a word that shouldn't be used.
Yeah, and
So,
there shouldn't be any words that shouldn't be used. I think that's bullshit.
well, I don't know.
I mean, you can't just cut words out of the English language, man. Those words were here long before we were.
Well, I think there's, like everything else, a time and place.
Yeah, oh, definitely, no
Yeah.
question. No, and yes, I agree with you
I mean,
on that.
if everybody's hanging out and they're wanting to say that, fine. In the group, hey,
Sure.
do whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, yeah.
But in public, or if she's putting out stuff into the public for them to read, be mindful of what you're putting the fuck out there.
Well, that's it. She put it out there, but that was the thing. This girl gave her a pass, but didn't give me a pass. And I was like, well, wait a minute, hold up. What's different about her use of it versus mine?
Well, probably because she didn't think your caretaker would read it to you, so she.
Ah, is that the story?
Yeah. So you would never know.
I don't think it was even a blind thing at all, man. But
See how you cringed a little when I said that?
Oh yeah, well, but that's one of those things where it's like
it bugs you.
Yeah.
For someone to come up and tell you you have a caretaker, you know damn well you don't. You can do this without a caretaker. But when they say that to you, even whether you have one or not, those words instantly offend you.
Sure. Well, they do. Yeah, they do set up triggers.
Yeah,
for sure.
and this is the same reaction other people are going to have to certain words, whatever way you're meaning them to be. Even if they were not meaning it for you to insult you, they're still saying that, and to you, it is an insult.
Right.
To them, it may be something that they're just thinking that's normal, or like you're saying, if you're hanging out and saying, "Oh my niggas," and you're all hanging out, and that's something you're not thinking anything offensive to it.
Right.
But with the way you're putting it out there, or maybe the way she's putting it out there, it is offensive.
Well, and that's it. She said, "Oh well," and that was how she gave her. She said, "Well, she was telling a story of how her friend, who happens to be black, had used the term and had her use the term." And I said, "Yeah, it doesn't matter though." Because I was just saying that, yes, I'm not offended by those words. I think it's cool that somebody was, I was giving her props for writing the story and putting it out public like that. Like, yeah, well, right on. It's, people shouldn't be so afraid of that shit. You know what I mean?
But like I said, I don't think it's being afraid. It's just being offended or having a word that just you find to be offensive. Bottom line, I mean, disgusting, offensive, whatever way you want to look at it, it's still put out there that some people.
I got a guy on my Facebook that always talks about crackers and peckerwoods and this and that and whatever, but I don't get mad at him. I'm not like, hey, dude, that offended me.
But because that doesn't offend you. It has to be something that would offend you. I mean, someone could walk up to me and say the same thing. I'm not offended by that. But if they walked up and said something that would offend me, then obviously I'm going to be offended.
I mean, it does trigger off in my mind a little bit because I know I'm a white person and I'm on his friends list. I'm thinking like, damn, he probably knows I've seen this and doesn't give a fuck.
But once again, it's still not just about you. It could offend somebody else.
Sure, he could have other white people on his friends list.
That are pissed off that he said that because that word just doesn't offend you. That's all.
But I like the fact that he continues regardless of what people think, and his mindset is if you don't like it, delete your ass from my friends list.
Well, that is true. You can do that.
And that's perfectly cool. Kind of like on my friends list.
Mm-hmm.
People are usually pretty cool with shit I say, except for that one chick.
Which
that always
one?
argues with me. That that Marianne chick, the one that was what's her name, Machete or whatever, the one that Hazmat brought in here.
Shit.
Years ago.
Okay, I remember. Yeah.
And she's always like fighting with me on matter of fact, she doesn't comment unless it's something she wants to argue. So that's her thing. But anyway, it's just funny, man. The whole that's a hurtful label and you shouldn't say that word. Well, I'm sorry, but it's just a word.
Well, remember to tell yourself that when someone says it about you.
Well, and that's
hey, I'm just you telling people you want to keep it real. I'm keeping it fucking real.
All right, but here's the thing.
What?
A word like that is just a word. Somebody calls you a nigger. All right, you're a nigger. What? But when somebody says you need a caretaker, that's like saying that's like saying so what are you gonna do there later? Sambo, steal a few hubcaps, pick some cotton. Those are that's offensive. But if you just use an open, the open term, the label.
I don't understand how you justify one to the next. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me.
Jesus, it's pretty easy, bro.
No, it's not. It's really, truly not, because it doesn't make any sense that one term's fine while the next isn't. Only offensive to certain people, but if it's not offensive to others, it's okay. I just don't understand it. But yet one person, if an offensive word to somebody is an offensive word. I mean, if you're sitting there... If you're sitting there saying stuff like, like you, caretaker is offensive, and I would take offense to that if I was you.
Well, because now you're saying, if somebody just uses...
Okay, what
if somebody were to call... Okay, let's put it this way. If you called me a blindo, obviously that's just a word. All right, I'm a blindo.
But it's a word that doesn't offend you. That's the whole thing. Now,
doesn't
one black guy may be out there and say, hey, the word nigger does not offend me. But then you may find another man that says, hey, look, that's offensive to me.
Well, and here's the thing. It's like, okay, blindo is, just a word by itself.
But you don't find it offensive, so it doesn't bother you.
Well, it could be in a certain situation.
And that's exactly what I'm saying.
At the same time, I guess what I'm trying to say is the word blindo itself is just blindo.
Well, Blinky doesn't bother you. I call you Blinky.
Blinky, blindo. Well, obviously, but we're fucking around like that.
Yeah.
But
we do. That's what we do. So it's okay. It's not going to offend you.
When somebody makes comments like, "Oh, does your caretaker do this for you?" Obviously, they're putting you in a category. So it's like saying, it's like locking your door.
Well, saying someone's a nigger is putting them in a category, isn't it? I mean, isn't it the same thing?
I guess it could be. But
well, it could be. No, it is.
Because to that's like, I mean, well, a lot of people aren't thinking that far ahead. I don't think. I think when people say it, they just mean a black person. They're not, they're not going for.
I don't think that's what really truly happens, but. Because if you were flat out calling somebody a nigger, you were saying it to offend them.
Oh, sure.
You're putting them in a category that the same as calling you you need your caretaker. That's putting you in a category.
Well, yeah, they're putting me in a category because they're saying I need a caretaker. They're actually saying they're making an assumption about my lifestyle, about how I live and how I do things.
And
it's like saying, "Oh, you're gonna go eat some watermelon." Now you're putting somebody in a stereotype. That's offensive.
So nigger's not offensive. Watermelon is. Okay, I'm all right.
Well, I mean, okay. It's just, I guess the word itself. It's a word, and people are going to say it and whatever, and you can't really, do much about that. But then when somebody's directing something like, "Oh, you gotta go home and eat some fried chicken and watermelon," obviously now you're putting it in a category. So I think that should be more offensive than just straight up calling someone a nigger.
But that's what you think. That's what you think, not what they think. Once again, in order for that to happen, wouldn't it have to be what they think, not what just you think? I understand what you're saying. You're saying to you you'd find that to be more offensive if you would be them.
Right, exactly.
But for them, it is not.
Because for me,
maybe they're equally offensive. I don't know.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Somebody could call me a blinky, a blindo.
And it doesn't bother you.
I don't get mad at that shit because.
But some other blind person, it may piss them off to no end.
I'm sure there are some people that do get mad.
So I guess we should all just watch what we say to one another. It would be that simple.
I guess so. I mean, but for me, hey, when I'm on the internet, the fact that I said in a general conversation, I use the word faggot, I use this word, I use that word. Hey, those are words that. I do use, if somebody were to, I'm not going to lie about using those words. I do use those words. So that's all I was saying. I wasn't calling anybody specific out. But the fact that this girl felt the need to write me and say, why do you use that word? That's a horrible label. And blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on, man, get some thicker skin. Because I'll tell you right now, if we're offended by words, those terrorists are going to have a real easy job wiping us out.
But wait a minute, you just went back around again. We just talked about being offended by words. Now you're saying if people are... So this is the part I'm trying to understand here. Because you're saying on one hand that words should not affect us. We should be able to say any damn thing we want, but only don't say things that are going to offend us. Well, how can you have that? It doesn't make any sense.
How can a word by itself just be offensive?
Caretaker?
Now, if you just say caretaker...
That doesn't bother you?
No, but if you say
your caretaker,
yes,
that bothers you.
So when you're directing it at a person, like if you're calling someone directly a nigger, then that's offensive. But if you're
so
just
you're saying just saying the word is not offensive. You're using it as an adjective or something to describe or
right.
Or
I could even be like, okay, let's say I'm talking about, even if I say nigga, if I say it correctly, there's people that get offended because I'm right. And
I'm sure there's people around the world that get offended by the word the.
Right. Oh yeah. Exactly.
But at the same time, I mean, it's drawn in certain lines that we know certain things are. It's like, okay, sex is not a bad thing, but you're gonna fuck in front of your kids? No.
Right.
There's lines you draw on certain things. That's just it.
Well, I guess if you're, if it's you're right. You probably, the smart thing would be, you don't just use it willy-nilly anywhere.
Yeah, exactly right.
But at the same time, people shouldn't get on you because, hey, you like to say nigger in your living room. Fuck them. They can't tell you what you can and can't say in your house. That goes back to your...
well, we're not too sure about that anymore. But
well, that's which is some bullshit.
Right.
But, the America that I know or knew of, what I'm saying? You
the one you used to live in, you mean?
Yeah, the one I used to live in. You could do that and it's okay. So I guess that's the point. The fact that you use those words, hey, doesn't make you a bad person as long as you're not directing him at anybody.
Well, no, it doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you an offensive person.
Well, and I'm
a bad person in some people's eyes, maybe, but
right, exactly.
I find it to be a person that mostly says that, and this is no offense to you, but I find him to be uneducated. If you have to use that kind of stuff to put yourself out there, then you're very uneducated at that point, in my eyes at least.
You mean like...
if you can't use something else to describe something without being totally offensive about it, then you're not educated enough. You can't find enough words to use.
I wouldn't say that, man. That's like saying profanity.
And I think if you're not educated enough, and if you are not like going into at least have had some time that you've actually went out and went through college or whatever, you should be executed too.
Oh, we'll play that fucking game
again. Nice. Very nice.
Well played, right?
You'll play that one on me, huh?
I still can't believe you fucking said that yesterday.
Well, what I said is if you can't make it through the public school system...
you should be executed.
Well, you got to be pretty fucking stupid if you can't make it through the public schools.
God.
And I still maintain that. I mean, if you're just like... Hey,
you maintain the execution?
Well, if you're a dumb fuck and you're just too stupid to fucking...
Like I said, keep in mind, whenever you say that, someone's going to look at you as a dumb fuck and you be in line to be executed too, so...
Well, maybe so in Jerkmanville, but...
I don't execute anybody.
But
I really don't give a damn.
Well,
if they're stupid, that's their problem, not mine.
Well, my thing is like, damn, how could, the public school...
I mean, am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
I'll execute, I'll execute this.
All right. We'll be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STEM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all.
Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jismbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Stim radio. Stim radio.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys. My mic's having impo dick issues here. Or the mic stand, should I say. The mic's fine. The mic stand is being gay. So, anyway. Oh, it's gay. I used a hurtful term. So,
well,
the gays are going to get mad because I said gay. So that's the thing, too. Cause
Well, the gays.
Yeah.
You're like the Illuminati where you disassociate yourself from everybody else.
All right, no, well, wait a minute.
The gays.
The gays. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's my whole point of this whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
Not
if you're
really.
putting labels on motherfuckers, then guess what? That's you're labeling them. They're compartmentalizing.
I don't know. I stay away from the whole racial slur issue because I'll never change my mind on it.
All right. Well, and that's okay.
Well, see, too.
I don't agree with it. I don't think it's just a word.
I think it's a hurtful word. It doesn't matter what you personally think about it. I think in general, majority of people out there believe it is a hurtful, painful word, and so therefore I think it's better left.
See, it's those adjectives like hurtful.
But
and
see,
painful
but you got to
and-
keep in mind the whole thing comes down to is the fact that just because you're taking it that way, other people they rally around the fact of hearing stuff like that just to be mad or just to hate another group.
There you go.
And I've got mixed children myself. So where do my kids grow up in a world like that?
Okay.
You know, when people are using these words and throwing them around, okay, you may not mean nothing by it,
Right.
but someone else will, or take it that way and say, yeah, those goddamn niggers. And then all of a sudden, my kids are fucking singled out because they're mixed children, and I've got to explain to them or help them after they've been beat up or whatever over a simple, like you call, fucking word that doesn't hurt nobody.
You know what, though? I'd rather somebody be straight up
But
racist.
that's you.
But listen, I'd rather someone be straight up racist rather than, behind your back racist, trying to be your buddy.
But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it brings out hate towards another person, towards another race.
It does. It's the word in itself is meant as a hateful word.
Yeah.
The word itself came out meant to be a put down and a hateful word. It was never. It originated to be hurtful and hateful, and that's why it still remains that way today. Even though there are people out there who may use that word not meaning to make it a hateful, hurtful word,
Right.
it still carries that stigma. And so no matter what you may mean personally, it's what the general public believes to be true that matters more in this case, because they're the ones who are looking
Well,
at it and taking that in.
It's like, well, then where does it stop? Then here we got
Exactly right.
We got retard. Anybody could find a word. I could say I don't like. Hey, I don't like cheese. You can't use the word cheese.
Okay,
You know?
but cheese didn't originate as a hateful word.
Okay.
It wasn't meant to
Okay.
put
So
anything down.
It wasn't. The particular word you're discussing right now, okay, is a word that originated to be a hurtful, hateful word. Just like you said retard, okay?
Yeah.
Retard came out as a hurtful word. It was meant to be demeaning. So I don't agree in the use of that word either.
Oh, my sister
and
hates when they
majority
use that.
right, majority of people out there don't like that terminology. You have the right in freedom of speech, and I do believe in freedom of speech under our First Amendment,
Absolutely.
to use whatever words and terminology you want.
Sure.
However, I'm going to use a caveat with that, to be respectful to friends and fellow man in general,
Well, and I
we
try
need
to
to
be.
take that into consideration, that while you may not necessarily mean it that way, it can still be taken that way, and it can still lead to hurtful, painful feelings for others, whether it's intended to or not.
Well, and that's it. I guess that's the thing.
And it just keeps the hate going. Bottom fucking
Right.
line.
Well, and there's nothing you can do.
Well, yeah, there is. You can stop using it.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to keep using them.
Well, we didn't think you wouldn't.
And, that's what I do because I have free speech. It's the same way, obviously people are still going to make caretaker comments and people are still going to say, and it's, you know what? It's what it is. It's, I can't stop them necessarily.
Right. Well, under the First Amendment, you can't stop anybody. Everybody has the right to say what they want. That's true. But remember that to every action, there is an equal, if not more powerful, reaction. And so when you use that right, you have to take into account what that reaction may be.
Oh, yeah.
And be prepared to accept that reaction, even if it's not what you intended it to be in the beginning.
Right. And that's okay.
And the fact you got offended, that they were offended.
Well, the fact that they felt the need to go, that's a hateful label.
Well, and they were saying, I can't believe that you felt the need to say that.
But it's just
so it's a reaction to a reaction.
But my question is, why did they give one person a pass where they jumped all over me?
Who did they give a pass? What did I miss here?
The girl who wrote the story originally
Gave a pass to what
no.
word?
So
the girl,
in the
there's
story,
three players
was
in
she using the story
saying
as?
listen.
I'm sorry. Was she using the word as historically correct to
Obviously
discuss
not.
part of that?
As far as, okay, now we have three players. I'll back up. We have the girl who wrote the story about using the word, about how a black friend said her feet were nigger feet because she has her feet were very black from being barefooted all day. And then, so I had commented on the story. And I said, that's cool. I'm used to using words like that all the time, blah, blah, blah. I say this, I say that, da, da, da. So then this third girl saw the comment I put.
You're talking about the one she made the story about her feet being dirty and black, that she calls them nigger feet.
Right, exactly.
So why couldn't she just say my feet were dirty?
Because her friend.
I want to hear the pass. I don't care about that part. So she said that. And
Right.
you went on there and said, that's cool because I use words like that too, and people should get the fuck over being heard about words.
Yep.
And then a third party came in and said something about what you said?
Yes,
or the
exactly.
one who wrote the story?
No, the third party came in. This is the third party.
Okay.
girl.
Did she comment on the fact that it was cool that this other girl said nigger feet?
Yes, She
said that's cool.
She goes, it's different. She said she uses it in a different way or something like. She was kind of giving her a pass.
Then no, that doesn't make sense. She's
No.
a fucking, she's a
Because-
fucking hypocrite.
Double
Right,
standard.
because
Exactly.
in
That's
that
where I'm going.
case, right, it wasn't like it.
So what you need to be mad at is the motherfucker who has a double standard, not
Right.
mad at the fact that there are people out there who are hurt by the word.
There you go. Well, that's my thing. It's the person who, because she said, well, she acknowledges it's a hurtful word, and I said, well, yeah, of course, we all do. But the point is, she used it too, and you didn't jump all over her shit. But
Well,
you
you're
jumped
right.
all
That
over
doesn't make
mine.
any sense then. That
You
part,
know?
no, it doesn't.
So that's where I was trying to go with that.
Right. So be confused and mad at the person who says it's okay to say this word, but it's not okay to say that word.
Right.
Don't be angry at people and tell them they need to get the fuck over being upset by a word.
Well,
you know
it's-
what I mean? You have to understand. I think we can all agree that the history of nigger is not just a simple fucking word anymore. That's gone.
But
That's
you know
off
what?
the table.
The word nigger wasn't even the word in question that I got jumped on for.
Right.
It was the word faggot. You know what I'm saying? So she said, why do you use the word faggot? And I said, she goes, that's a hurtful label. Yeah, she totally bypassed nigger, by the way.
Right, okay.
So, I said, well, what about her? She said nigger this, that, how come you're not all over her? Well, she acknowledges that it's a hurtful word and blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, but at the same time, she justifies it well, and she does a good job of it. And that's what I was trying to explain. I said, how come you didn't get upset with her?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I said, I think this is a double standard.
I would need to read the story. If
You
she's
know-
going so far as to say that she's using it in a different manner, then I'm finding it hard to believe that what she said in this story is my friend's feet are so black they're nigger feet. There's got to be something more to it for someone to say that she's justified in what she says and you're not. I'm just not buying it.
What happened was a black friend of hers said, "Damn, girl, you got nigger feet." And at first she was like, "What?" You know, and then he held her foot up to his arm, and he says, "Look, it's as dark as me." So then he was like trying to get her to say the word. He was trying to get her comfortable with using the word period. And this is a black dude.
Okay.
You know, so it turned into a fun thing, and it was actually kind of a fun story.
Then that is different.
Yes, it is different. Well, it's a different kind of story. But the point is,
it's a different use of the word.
Word.
Somebody who's black said it, and she was relaying that story.
Referring to what he said.
Right. She didn't just come out. She wasn't some white girl who had a friend with dirty feet and was like, "Haha, you have nigger feet." That'd be different.
Right.
Well, but at the same time, why does it take that? To, you know, why is it? You know, black comedians can make white jokes all the fucking time, and that's okay.
Well, I mean, it does. Look, racism to me. Look, sometimes we should be a little less sensitive and stop allowing racism to exist. I agree with that.
Sure.
However, white jokes aren't going to be looked upon as bad because white people weren't drug on ships and raped and picking cotton and all that stuff.
That's some shit there, man.
And it is, and that's the way that it is, though.
Yeah, but that's some bullshit.
It may be, but
it's
that's
never going
reality.
to change. It's never going to change.
Yeah. This is part of history, and this is what it is. It may not be right, but that is how it is.
Oh, and that's why I will continue to use the words that I use, just for that reason, because I'm not subscribing to that. Fuck them. So, you know, that's how it is.
I don't agree with any you know,
personally, I don't
racism,
like it.
You know what I mean?
I don't like it. White,
I understand
black,
in the name
Oriental,
of,
or whatever.
Yeah.
None of it.
I understand in the name of comedy. Right.
White jokes are funny.
And black people, Chinese, everybody laughs at jokes that they find to be amusing.
Talking about basic jokes.
There's a difference between doing comedy to basically say, wake the fuck up, this is ridiculous,
right.
You know, and being just blatantly fucking hateful because of somebody's race or color or lack thereof.
But you know, like Carlos
I know some people that are pretty damn white.
Well, like Carlos Mencia, you know, I mean, that was his whole thing, his whole repertoire. He made fun of everybody.
But that's what it was.
Right.
It was a joke. It wasn't meant to be hateful.
Right. It was comedy to get everybody to look at themselves and to see how ridiculous racism is and how hateful it is in the guise of a comedy. So you could wake up. So there's some truth in it. That's a far cry from the people who are like, I fucking hate black people. I fucking hate. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Racism it does exist on both ends. Let's not forget that. Let's not turn this into how all the white people are so fucking racist. I experience racism every fucking day. Every fucking day. There are certain people don't like me. Mm-hmm. Certain women who do not fucking like me.
Of other ethnicities.
Right, that just don't fucking like me because I'm some white fucking bitch who thinks she's all that.
And it doesn't, so it doesn't only go for black.
When we were at the fucking comedy show that night and the girl went at me.
Nailed you at.
Yeah,
oh, yes,
that I was taking all their fucking men.
She went after me, too, for being a white guy with a pink dick.
Right.
Well, and how many times was there,
It's not pink.
There were a lot of white jokes being, the white people over here, the white people.
Yeah,
now,
always.
What if we change that around and there's one black group in a white club, and a white comedian goes, "Oh, look at the black people over here. Look at the coons. Look at the, it's the same kind of shit." But hey, it's all comedy, and you just got to laugh at it.
And we did,
and that's all we did. So
right now, again, I don't condone racism, but
I don't either.
Do I think?
Wow, that was an involuntary quick.
Where's the from? I don't condone racism.
You're somewhat racist.
No, I'm not racist.
You said that you could tell a black woman's perfume just by the way it smells.
Okay, and you can.
Because black women only wear a certain kind of
that's
perfume.
True.
I guess that's more stereotypical than racist.
I can, but you know what? You can. If we go somewhere sometime, we smell a perfume, I'll tell you what ethnicity that person is without them talking. Okay. It's just something I've noticed.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
It's not.
I'm gonna hold you to that because I'm gonna test that out.
Yeah, I'd like you to because there are times where I will smell certain colognes and perfumes. I'm like, oh, that's a Mexican or that's a black woman or that's So
I'm not gonna say you can't. I haven't been able to witness any differently.
Right.
But what I was gonna say is that it isn't it isn't okay for us to sit in a comedy club and crack up and laugh when there are jokes that are, look at the white people over. White people, let me ask you a question about your fucking kids and all that shit. But if a white guy were to be like, black people, let me ask you a question about whatever, they'd be all over fucking YouTube. They'd be all over CNN as
that's
racist,
bullshit.
bigots, all this
It's
stuff.
bullshit.
So no,
I hate the
that
double standard.
isn't okay. That's not okay.
It's not okay. What? It's not okay for.
It's not okay to condemn one race
One
and not
race
the other
That's what I'm saying.
for
Okay.
making racist jokes.
So you're talking about the double standard part that you.
Right.
Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah, so we're on the same page.
So I'm on the same page with you as the double standard. Be mad at the people who have a double standard.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Not mad that there are people who get offended by words.
Right. Okay.
There's
All right.
a difference.
You got it. And you're right. I do. The double standard is what I hate.
Okay.
You know, the fact that there are some people that it's okay for one group but not for another.
Right.
So
I just want to clarify because I understood what you were saying.
Shit.
I don't want you to walk off the show with people thinking that you're just like, fuck you, you should allow me to say nigger, and if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Because that makes
Right.
you look really racist.
Right. Well, I do say it on here sometimes to make a point, you know, but I am not racist. I mean, people ought to know that. I've had plenty of rappers.
Oh, except
on the
for
show.
women, you're a sexist.
Oh yeah. Well, I rip on everybody. You know that. Told you I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody.
You do hate women.
I hate everybody.
You
I don't-
hate women especially.
No, I hate everybody. I hate men too. Fucking men are dickheads too.
No, I think you hate women more.
No,
And this is coming from two women.
Well, you think I hate women? Why do you say that?
Because from my understanding, I don't even want to bring it up again because it's going to take a whole fucking rest of the show if you're going to bitch about what happened.
What?
Right? If
Promise
I
you-
bring,
promise
if
you
I
won't
bring
bitch
it
the
up,
whole
you
thing.
won't bitch the whole fucking rest of the show. You can have 5 minutes. and
He's
that's
like,
it.
oh, damn.
Come on. Well,
Okay.
just give me what it is. 'Cause I don't even...
5 minutes and that's it.
All right. What happened?
The girl that you called to try to sell something and she did her job and said no, and you said that she needed to shut her fucking mouth, show her tits, make some coffee, and shut the fuck up. That's the type of stuff that makes me think you hate women more than men. Because if a man had told you no, what would you have said? He's a fucking dick. And that's about it.
No, I probably would have said he was a faggot or
Ooh.
something, or some kind of bullshit.
A faggot.
No,
Ooh.
you know, no, it's.
You didn't stop at she's a bitch. I mean, you went on.
true,
You went
yeah.
on to say
Exactly.
she should fucking be.
You'd be-
Basically, she's uneducated.
you'd be-
She should be fucking executed. All she needs to do is shut her mouth, get in the
Damn.
kitchen, make some coffee, show her tits, and shut the fuck up.
You went
listen
on.
to this whole show.
You went on to demoralize and berate this woman above and beyond anything that you've ever said about a man.
I'm just giving you why. You asked me why do I think that, and that's why.
That was just
So what
that.
they're saying, you didn't say she was just a bitch.
Right, where
can
you
drop
would have
it.
stopped at the man
But I
that
threw it
he's
at
a
the one
faggot.
person. It was the one person. I'm not saying all women are that way.
No, but
Any
she's saying
woman
you
that
want.
pisses you off should get raped or
You're
executed.
executed.
But
or
she's
fucked
also.
in the ass.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but she made a good point because had it been a guy, you probably said he was a fucking gay faggot or something. You would have dropped it at that point. You still may have made your point about how it pissed you off, but with that, you kept feeling the need to keep escalating with it to make it even worse. Anything until she was executed.
You know what? I think I run into it more often. It just happens to be a woman. You know, it's just what it is. So that's kind of what I deal with. But the fact that she was so condescending towards me and wouldn't listen
Well,
to
what
a
did she
fucking thing,
say?
we wouldn't be interested. Like, I don't give a fuck.
That's
if
not
you-
condescending. That's just saying we would not be interested.
That may be her job. She may have been told that you are to send absolutely nobody forward. Doesn't matter what it is. You're to tell them no.
That's what I
All
said.
right, so go ahead and deny your clients. What the fuck? They're all gonna
but it
die.
doesn't
They're in
matter. It's their
hospice.
company.
It
They're-
doesn't matter. That may be their policy in general.
Okay,
and
let me
she
ask
may
you
be
a
told
question.
to uphold it, period.
If she had said we can't take solicitation calls, I'm sorry. Would that have been okay?
Nope. Because I'm not soliciting anything.
Well, it
but
doesn't
it is still
whether-
considered under that.
whether you're
I'm not
buying or
able.
not.
I'm not able to take these type of calls. I'm sorry.
Not able
You'd
to-
still be mad.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
well, because it's like you're not able to take those calls. Which is some dumb shit.
Right. I'm sorry. I have a boss who told me to keep my job. I can't take these calls. So go ahead and fucking execute me.
Shut your
because-
mouth, put your tits
because
out, and give me some
because
coffee,
my
bitch.
boss gave me a directive, just as yours gave you a directive to make the fucking call. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Well, you know, I mean,
Fuck that.
but you're denying your clients.
But
a
it doesn't.
resource
It doesn't
But
matter.
it's not up to her. What we're saying is
not her
she's
company.
the person who is following protocol. She's doing what she's told. You may not agree with it, but she's not the person in charge. She is not the person who can change that. She's the person who is told, this is your job, this is what you need to do, and it doesn't go any further than this.
Well, just think anybody that comes in to sell something, they're going to feel like you're denying everybody else the right to get this. So, I mean, if someone comes in this door, and I don't want them, if I had a secretary out there and say, look, I'm back here doing shows, I don't want anybody bother me. If this comes in, do not allow this to come through. Now, I don't allow this to come through. I'm an asshole because I didn't take the product or something that you thought would be great for everybody here just because I didn't want it, and I told her to not let that go through.
All I'm trying to do is give you some information.
Right, but not everybody. Everybody has a directive. And yes, it may be good information. It may even be something that they needed. But the fact is that her directive from her boss, which was probably came from their boss and from their boss, was do not put these through.
Then I love at health fairs when I see those same asshole bosses going, oh, wow, this is a great service.
Right, but
I've never heard of this before. Well, you know why? Because you told your secretary not to fucking send those calls.
Because they
but here
did
you
it
are
on their own
blaming the
time.
secretary
It's something they looked at.
for something that she's only doing as she was told. She didn't get a choice in the matter.
And now in your world, she's been executed.
Right.
Here's the bottom line, okay? Not everybody thinks that what you believe is fucking important is fucking important, and that's a cold hard truth. What you think is a great product and can service people because that's what you believe in and that's what's in your heart doesn't mean they fucking agree with you. They could give a fuck, and they're entitled to feel that way and think that way in the same manner that you're entitled and want to think that people should get the fuck over being sensitive about a word.
Well, and that's
you have to give people the same right.
It's my job to promote that. I'm getting paid.
And it's her job to tell you no.
Right. So then you move on to the next one.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, fuck those people. They're on hospice. They're all gonna die. Who gives a shit, right?
See, there you go. You just got to go right to the.
Fuck them. Let them die. You know, they don't get. You know, why enjoy the end of your life? Why not have something that makes your end of life a little bit more?
But they don't know that, and they don't give a fuck what it is
yeah,
you're
right.
selling.
Because you know why they won't open their little shithole ears to listen. That's
they don't
why.
want solicitation calls. They don't want it. Period.
No.
And to that, maybe what you find to be so good, they wouldn't give two shits about.
You know what I'm going to start doing then? With any company that does this shit, I'm going to come on the air, and I'm going to say they don't give a fuck about their patients.
Why?
I'm going to say don't use that service. You know, if you have a relative that's sick or dying, don't use that fucking hospice service because they don't give a shit what, you know. You got to die. They'll give you some pills or something. I don't know. Keep make it less painful.
Do what you want.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. That'll be my new fucking policy.
Remember what I talked about last night?
That makes you feel better because one person told you no, and now you got to go on the whole show and fucking vent about it because you're pissed off because you're so fucking self-entitled that they should fucking listen to you whether they have a job to do or not. If that makes you feel better, then come on here and fucking do it.
That's what I'm going to do.
Great.
And Jerkman, what did you say?
Remember we talked about this last night.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody says no to you, that's an open carte blanche for you to just attack.
Damn right.
What? No, it's not.
But you know why?
It makes you so important.
But you know why?
Why?
It's well, Jerkman, you
because of last night. Yeah, because
the theory, it's great.
I want to know
awesome.
why.
That's awesome.
My theory was the simple fact that his whole life growing up as a child, everybody, because he was blind, told him no, he couldn't. So he figured he would excel by showing everybody he could. Now he's taken it into his adult life. By anybody that says no to him, he has to prove to him he can and go at any means it takes to prove he can.
But not everything is a yes.
That's what I said.
Life is not all about always being yes.
Yeah, but a lot of my life was no's. So
okay, but a lot of everybody's life is no's.
No, but that's it though. It's
right. So why not go in a positive manner and be like, you know what, I'm going to really show them that this product is fucking great. I'm going to do that. So in also showing them that you can, you've also now sold the service that you believe so much in that's going to help these people in hospice. But instead what you want to do is you want to take it so fucking personally that you're going to come on here and bash them because it makes you feel better about being told no. It doesn't help anybody.
Well, how do you?
That is true.
But it doesn't help anybody when they're slamming doors in my face either.
So find a positive way to get their attention to sell the service you believe so much in.
Okay, so
instead
how do you
of
do
going
that?
on, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
You're the one who's been told no, and you want to prove you can.
You're calling. You're not getting anywhere. What about an email? What about a letter saying, "Hey, I just like to let you know
But
this
that's the problem.
service
He
is
will
out
send
here."
that, but it'll be nasty and mean. It will not be.
Well, and actually, that's what I did do. I did send. I sent an email that was nice. However, I did explain that I did get some flack from fucking big tits and no brains up there.
Well, but see, and that was unnecessary.
How do you know she has big tits?
I didn't
and
say,
no brains.
I didn't say big tits and no brains in the email, by the way. But I did just to say, the person who answers your phone gave me.
Maybe she had small tits and a big brain.
I doubt it was.
Like I said, she's the one that's following orders. How about a simple email saying, "Hey, I understand that maybe solicitation calls isn't something you guys have time to deal with. That's great. I thought this email would be a great way to communicate to you that we have this great product that you may be able to use with your people."
I don't think he needs to be told that. I think he knows this. Here's what I think. I see that you have a lot of passion, you have motivation, and you have drive to tell people I can. You've been telling me no all my life, and I'm going to show you that I can. But I think also that you need to be mature enough to find out how to do it in a positive manner that's going to help you and them, instead of acting like a child and coming on here and saying, fuck you, you should get executed, because you're better than that, and I believe in you.
Damn. She just fired her AK right in your face.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, we'll be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STEM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some hoochie, and then after that, we can go to the warm water.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and I bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh yes, bitches! Hour 2, segment 3 of the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. Well, hey, you know, nice little ending to the last segment, by the way. There.
Yeah, she gunned your ass down.
Well, you know what though? But she ended it with, "You're better than that."
Right.
So
are you? Can you be?
But you know, at the same time, though, I gotta get motherfuckers. You know how I get. I gotta get you. If you know.
What is that need for you to do that?
I don't know. I think you called it last night. You know where I'm.
But it's with everything. It's not just simply with that. It's with everything.
Well, you know, if you're trying to fuck with me, I'm
But see, that's it. They're not trying to fuck with you.
I don't just take the dick, man. I gotta.
You take everything so personally is the thing.
I'm
I
a
think
Virgo.
everything is directed towards you as if you're that fucking important.
and
I'm a Virgo, man. I'm sensitive. That's how we are.
Oh, so you're going to use that as an excuse?
You know, that's you know, it could be. It might be something psychological. I don't know. Maybe I was always, you know, too. I was used to have the problem where, you know, people just wouldn't listen. Well, I still have that problem where people don't listen or they blow you off or whatever. So you got to make a spectacle. You got to make noise, you know, and that's the kind of dude I've always been.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Some people don't listen to what you say because you're spewing out a bunch of hateful, negative shit.
But
Like, get raped, bitch. So they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to listen to you.
Well, but come on. But that's what I do on here. That's my thing. I'm firing off. I'm I'm puking. You're just watching me puke is what you're doing.
We know.
You know, so that's all it is. This is what I do. I puke on here. So you're just watching me throw up. So you're seeing me in the worst.
And so you puke on Facebook too, right?
I puke everywhere, man.
Yeah, an experience project.
What
else are you on? You have experience project Facebook.
Don't forget about the groups in Facebook.
And
joins.
the subgroups in Facebook.
And I got Twitter too.
Oh my God, you have a Twitter. Do you have an Instagram?
No, I don't use that.
No, because you only take pictures.
Do you do Vine videos? Oh, you should do 6-second Vine videos.
Oh, you should.
Of your fucking bullshit.
I don't know. It's not enough time for me to get out what I need to get out. Which, by the way, Gunn, you said you only wanted 5 minutes of that last time, and we went more than 5 minutes with me bitching about the whatever it was, the secretary.
I just didn't want the whole rest of the show to be about the fucking secretary.
Oh no, we're done with that.
Well, I got a question for you now.
Okay.
Because now we have Humvee here with us, and we both were noticing your Facebook page the other night, and something about people that are in relationships that get in really quick and should just pretty much go shoot themselves and get it the fuck over with because they won't last more than 3 to 6 months.
Oh, the one I shared?
Yeah, and you said at the top of it, but at the top it said, "This goes out to the people on my Facebook. You know who the fuck you are."
Oh,
you took a hit at your friend for being in love?
No. I'm not talking about him. Actually, you know who I am talking about? I'll tell you exactly who I was talking about. Guys like Chandler. Guys like...
So I don't fall in that category.
Big dollar P. No, I'm talking about these dudes. These guys jump from relationship to fucking relationship. Every other week, it's a new relationship. It's a new something. And that's what that post said. You know, every other 3 to 6 weeks, you're in a new relationship. That's why I said you friends who know who you are, you know, and that's who I was talking about. I wasn't talking about you.
Okay.
You know, it's been, 3 years since you've been in a relationship?
Yeah.
You know?
I told him I was going to get him a late Christmas gift.
Oh, here we go. She's gonna love this one.
Yes, we talked about this.
I'm gonna get him a diary so he can write all his sappy shit.
Yes, he needs his journal.
Oh, here we go. I know she's.
Ooh, Jerkman needs it, or I need it.
Jerkman.
Yeah.
So he can.
AK and I discussed
this write in his journal that he loves the sound of her voice when he wakes up
in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait a minute, you actually turned a little red over there.
How beautiful the day is.
The day's so much more beautiful with her smile.
So if I puke, I puke to my right, and it goes right on Jerkman's lap.
The clouds in the sky are brighter.
I did not say that.
Fluffier.
Yeah, let's fuck with
I feel like
Jerkman a
I'm
little
walking on puffy clouds.
My shorty cake makes my life so beautiful.
I don't see any of those posts. Do you post that kind of shit?
I do not.
Yes, he does.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
I've never seen
almost every day.
No, but that.
If I could pluck a diamond out of the sky,
oh wow! Damn, you get
I would hand it to my shorty cake.
If I could grab the stars with my hands.
Good God damn!
Handcraft or something.
No, that
I'm
was
just a meager man.
But yeah, those digs I was taking, I was actually taking at those guys who were, you know, switching relationships like they fucking switch their underwear. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I wasn't too sure. That's why I figured I'd ask you.
No, man, this is at those guys who I swear to God, you've seen Chandler. How many fucking relationships?
I don't see his shit, so I don't know.
Oh God, yeah, every other couple weeks it's a new person, and then he hates the bitch, and then he's got somebody new, and then he hates that bitch, and so.
Thank you.
I was gonna say that kind of sounds familiar.
I was gonna say, wow, that sounds way familiar. Hold on.
I met this chick on Experience Project,
and she didn't email me back in 5 minutes.
She needs to get raped, and then 2 days later, I hope she didn't see that. Fucking again.
She sent me the email and she told me she's just been busy.
Fucking again.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh my God.
I wasn't.
That is true though. You can't deny that shit.
That's why I'm laughing. Because I've gone there before. I know that.
Gone there before a couple times.
I think those were mostly direct quotes we just used.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. End quote.
Oh, hope she didn't hear that.
Yes.
Right.
You think she heard it, man? Do you think she heard the show?
Can we delete that?
Had a deep
Can we
six.
get that? Take that down?
Oh, nigga.
Hey, Jerkman.
You're going there, are you?
Can we lose the archive?
Have you heard back from that crazy girl?
Whoa. Oh, you mean the
Which one? Wait a minute.
Yeah, hold on. Which one? You got to be a little more specific.
The one that came on the show and got all pissed off.
Oh, that crazy bit? No, it's been quiet on that front.
Which one? I'm trying to remember this.
The one that blocked me. Remember that said she was going to report me to admin and all that crazy shit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Gosh, I've forgotten about that one.
Yep. And I
You said there's so many I can't keep track anymore.
And I smashed on her too. You see.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. I had to do that, man.
And
then you're like Chandler.
No,
again, it's every other day or every other week.
No. You know.
He doesn't have an every other day.
I'm every day. Every day.
No, like a girl.
Oh, it's not always a girl.
We're talking about being
Oh,
in
really?
and out of love.
I thought I was
right.
Oh.
Not bashing people.
Oh, okay. I just gotta get on the
man.
same page, man.
Ooh, we were totally on two different.
Yeah, wavelengths there. They were just missing.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I mean you have like maybe 2 months that you're feeling, and then all of a sudden they're whores.
That's right, because they don't write back right away. They don't text back.
Just
They don't
wants to
call right away.
Toss off in
Didn't
their
you have a
face.
visitor the other week?
Oh, that visitor?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one you wanted to just toss off in her face so she could come visit
Talking about.
you.
Talking about. Soup.
What?
Which are you talking about, Sophia?
I don't know.
Yeah, that
I
would be
don't
the
know.
one. The one that he said he couldn't stand, and she was coming back around and coming to his house.
That's what he
It
told
was all
me.
giddy about coming over.
Right, right.
Wait, first she wanted to come over, then she got sick. Are you talking about that one?
I don't
Yeah,
know. You were
that's the one.
outside talking about somebody that didn't want to come over, and now she does.
That was Sophie. Yes.
Oh, that was so. Well, she just kept.
There's a whole big story behind that one,
Yeah,
huh?
that's a long story. I already told
okay.
that like several weeks ago. But basically, yeah, we're not talking anymore. I told her to lose my number.
But he called her a cunt.
Yeah, I called her all kinds of shit.
And she'd be shocked at that.
So
Why?
she didn't come over?
No, she basically. She told me 2 hours before she was supposed to come over that she was sick.
Oh.
And
so she's plotting the.
Oh, so she was washing her hair.
And that's in Humvee can.
Oh, Turner. Yeah, Humvee can tell you because actually she was the one that took the call.
She actually called in 3 hours before her ride was actually supposed to pick her up.
See, Humvee's backing me up on this one because Humvee heard it.
I'm not backing you.
Hmm.
I co-sign your bullshit.
Oh, I know you
dude.
do.
I just
You're
wanted
just
to
asking
know
what
happened.
occurred.
Did she come over? She
No,
didn't.
no,
So
she never came over.
So she called off her ride 3 hours.
She called
in
off her ride
advance.
3 hours.
And then
she
calls
was
him
sick.
2 hours later to tell him.
Yeah, and then texts me, and then later.
Oh, so
I'm
she
still-
had to wash her hair.
And then So then she then I would text her and say, "Well, do you want to try for next weekend?" Well, I'll see. And then it turned into, well, I got a flu, and I'm like, you know what? You're back and forth. You're
But
up
the
and
funny
down.
thing about the call is that when she called Humvee, at first when she was canceling it,
She
she
didn't
said I'm
sound sick.
sick, but she wasn't
No.
sounding
At first,
sick.
when she canceled it, she
Mhm.
wasn't saying
She wa-
anything about being sick.
She was just canceling the
until I
ride.
brought up his name.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then
She
she's
brought my
like,
name up.
I'm sick. I don't want to get him sick. I think I'm getting the flu.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that
Wow.
part. Yep. So obviously we knew there was some bullshit involved, and that's
Mhm.
right.
But he was going
I
to give her a
would-
second chance.
Oh.
Yeah, he did say that. He was going to give her
That
a
was
second
your
chance.
second chance there, Jerkman.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to give her a second chance. You were going to.
You said after that you're going to give her a chance
What
to see
what
how
was
it
it
went.
exactly?
That
He said he
was-
was going
that
to give
was
her
the ch-
the opportunity or something fucked
was
up like
the ch-
that.
Benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt.
That was the chance that when I texted her the next weekend and said, "Hey, you want to try for
and
next?"
that she was on,
Oh,
and she was
when
going to
you-
be on probation.
Yeah, that's what I said. You,
What?
That's,
That's what I said. What?
that's what I say. You don't rob a bank your first day on probation. You know what I'm saying?
I got
So
I thought that her excuse was I'm gonna be on probation. Like,
Right.
I can't go
Right.
out there, I'm
Wow.
gonna be
No,
on
she's on-
probation.
You got this worked out really well. Damn.
she's on Maxwell probation. Is
I'm
what
gonna
she was
use
on.
that. I'm gonna use that. I can. I'm on house arrest.
Yeah, he
Just
said
tell
that
him.
to me. She's on probation. I'm like, what?
Right.
She's
That's
on
a
Max-
good- I will have to use that.
She's on,
That's
she's
pretty
on
good.
Maxwell probation. That's all that was. That was my probation.
And you, wow, you have a probation period, huh?
Well, like everybody should, I think. Everybody should be watching motherfuckers, make sure they're not, And like I said, I tried to give her another chance, and then it was, oh, I'm sick again, and I've been to the hospital, and I'm like, oh, you know what? This is just getting ridiculous.
But then
I'm
you
not-
guys ended up flying shit at each other.
Oh, yeah, that's when I told her to lose my number. I said, you know what? Just lose my number.
She was
And it's
talking
funny.
shit to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, then she told me to fuck myself, and then...
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, but listen to this one. Then it
That's
was
hilarious.
the very next day, late that night.
Why are we rehashing stuff?
She
we
calls
already
him up or
covered?
talking.
didn't
They don't
get
know
to
this.
hear
They didn't
it.
hear
We
this.
didn't get to hear. I didn't know this.
I haven't
Listen to the
seen you
archive.
in a long time.
And-
I don't want to listen to fucking archive.
And
No. Yeah, she called me at 1 in the morning.
and said she was going to have her old boyfriend come by and bust him up.
and break me in half with his bare hands, and that's when I said, "Oh, you want to leave a threatening voicemail?"
So
huh?
doesn't that sound like a girl that was really upset and had something to think about? Maybe she did truly like him.
Wow, that
Well-
just sounds like a crazy bitch. I will have to go there and
I
say
don't know
that.
what's up with that.
Yeah, that's
I
just,
would say that's a crazy bitch.
that's probably just.
I will give you that one, Maxwell.
Yeah, so I told you, I was just preventing what was going to happen later. I bet it happened sooner than later.
Well, we always have May here on Wednesday night. She's blind. You're blind.
Yeah, we should.
You could toss off in her face.
You know, she would love it too.
What?
Fucking time.
What?
Bring that up.
About what, May?
May and anything in her fucking parts.
No, it was. Yeah.
You do that.
No, this was an inside joke.
That's an inside joke.
Just from a couple of days ago.
It's an inside joke. Something I was saying.
Yes.
I don't even want to see that picture in my head. Thank you.
I'm good on the recap. Thank you.
I got to hear all about it.
Oh, no. You know, the idea that I can't get here early on, Wednesdays?
Oh, and I know you're very upset about that, right?
Yeah, that didn't hurt my feelings
You didn't
at
go
all.
to the bathroom? Well, she took a shit.
No, I
And then didn't
refuse.
wash her hands?
No. I refuse to do that. She doesn't wash her hands. She is not touching me. I don't care.
That's disgusting.
Hell no.
Yeah,
wow.
man. That's
And not only that, she can see.
I love the ending to that. Not only
Yeah,
that,
but she can see.
She can see. She can wipe her ass.
That's
herself.
exactly it.
Well, she's
Walk
always
into
in there
that fucking wall.
squeezing them out.
As she lowers the glasses to look around,
does
she
do
doesn't
that.
think anybody's there, and then as soon as she knows, glasses are back
Then
up.
what do you
and
tell me she
the
was in the
hands
bathroom,
are
like,
out.
grunting, like, or something, you know, like
Who
really,
said that?
Me.
You?
That was
You
AK.
did?
AK.
yeah.
Oh, you heard? She did that?
Yeah.
She was in there squeezing
You
one
guys
out.
I
don't-
had to go pee, and she decided she had to go to the bathroom too. And I didn't offer to help her. I just kept walking, and eventually she found her way in there. So I don't know if she knew I wasn't in there or what, but
That's funny.
something was happening. Some struggle was taking
Yeah.
place.
She was pushing something out either way.
I don't know what she was
Well,
doing.
you should love her then.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, that
right
is.
up your alley.
You guys can have poop wars.
Learn how to
Yeah.
use the camera on your phones and say, "Damn, did you see that one? Here, let me share this with my
Well,
friends."
she's the only one that
I
can
had a
see it,
fucking
though.
ex that would do that shit.
What?
Take a
Dude,
picture.
send
Send me
pictures
a
of
fucking
shits?
picture of his shit. Like, it was so funny.
Really? That's kind of stupid.
Did you ever find it amusing?
No.
There is nothing amusing
was
about shit.
impressed-
I'm sorry. There
impressed
just
by it.
is nothing amusing about it.
Him and his friend have this thing going when they have an amazing
I think it's a
poo.
guy thing. My brother
Yeah.
does it too.
I mean,
They
I would
send
do
it
it.
to
I would
each
do it to my
other.
buddies, but I would never do it to it. You know.
Sorry,
somebody
not a
was
guy
dating.
thing. I wouldn't do that. That's just fucking
It
disgusting.
wasn't like he sent it to me all the time. It just
Right.
was like, I don't know why he sent it to me that one
They
time.
get all
but
proud of their shit.
yeah.
Look
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
did. Okay,
Right.
are you too? And
Well, you
probably
know, I-
Right. You know, you're not going, it's not mommy, look, I went in the toilet. You
Yeah.
know, come on.
Well, you know, what was it? Hazmat put a picture on Facebook of one. He was like, people usually put what they eat on Facebook. Now here's the byproduct, and he took a picture of
But
his shit.
it's hazmat you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's
that guy was
hazmat.
a fucking waste of fucking air.
It's
That's just nasty.
that was
Nasty.
hazmat.
We all poo.
We do.
Yes.
But we don't all need to see pictures of each other's.
That
Yeah,
was
you really
actu-
don't need to
That
share
was
it.
actually pretty funny though. Like the whole we share pictures of our food.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know.
Well, I thought it was
I
kind of
get
funny.
it.
I mean, I got it too.
But
was
I don't get the obsession with being proud of your shit.
I am
Oh
proud
my
of my
god.
shit.
Oh yeah. Here
I
we
am
go.
proud of
We
my
know.
shit. You know, I love my shit. Because
I'm
it's
surprised
like,
you don't pull it back out of the toilet bowl and take it and sleep with the shit. Yeah, see, there we go. That's all you gotta say. Look at
Yeah,
him.
right.
Wow, that was
Hold on,
really
hold on.
nice.
He's trying not to rub the legs. You see this? Hands are primed. Trying.
Sleep with my poopy. Ooh.
That really cracked him up.
Yeah,
Like
it
that
did.
is fucking hilarious. Shit cracks him up.
Wow.
that's what he said.
Fucking funny to you. Anything poop related.
That's the
Just
way he
gets
said
him.
it, though. I'm surprised he doesn't sleep with his shit.
Oh wow.
Oh man, that was great. Thanks, Jerkman.
You're
That
welcome.
was funny.
Sure, anytime.
That was funny.
It was.
It's funny that you think it's so funny. That's what's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty amusing. Too.
I amuse myself with my own shit.
Hey.
You see?
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
So that's it. I'm not like one of these people that needs constant entertaining. I can entertain myself, you know?
Cool.
So it's kind of a cool little trait.
Yeah.
Great trait.
It's a great trait, you know? So let's see what the fuck else. Oh, you know what? Here's something that's kind of been fucking with me a little bit. I guess this neighbor of mine just recently bought a dog. And because
Downstairs?
no, it's not the guy. I don't think he's down. I think it's the one next door.
Okay.
Like if you're looking at my apartment, it would be to the right of my apartment. So the person on the right. Because I keep hearing this dog like whining and whimpering.
There's a
at night.
post office, I think, on the right.
Wait. Are you like facing your door?
Yes. Okay.
There is no building to the right.
Yes, there is.
All the way over.
When you step up on the curb and you make a left and you're facing.
So you're facing towards your stairs, not your door.
Okay, yeah. My
Okay,
stairs.
all right.
Sorry,
Then
my
all right,
stairs.
then that makes sense.
Yeah,
I was gonna
I
say.
get that.
When
then.
you're facing the stairs, when you're facing the stairs,
The stores.
There's a building on the right by the mailbox,
Right by the shitter.
And I think that person got a new dog, and that I just keep hearing this dog whining and whimpering at night, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking it's some bullshit like they lock them in the room or something, you know? And it's just like, why are people so stupid with their animals? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, really? This coming from you, the guy that came on his cat?
that's one thing.
What? Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, even I knew that.
What did I miss? What?
I had a cat back in the day. She crawled under the covers while I was jacking off.
Oh my God, I don't want to hear anymore.
So,
Yes, you know the rest.
I didn't think I sprayed her, but apparently I did. You know, I didn't. I wasn't trying to. But these are. I mean, come on, you lock.
Why
it-
not move the cat? Or get up and move yourself?
Well, I plan, but I'm in bed. I'm comfortable. You know, I'm gonna blow that load.
You're
You know.
just gonna blow your load on your cat. That's
Well, and the weird thing about the whole thing was
Isn't it animal cruelty?
No, well, I don't know about
I'm
that.
thinking, damn.
I think it's friend cruelty because his buddy went over to pet the cat and wondered why it was all matted down.
Ew, God. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
I wasn't
didn't
there.
want to hear anymore.
So
No, that was for Ocelot. She wanted to hear the ending.
No. I really would have been okay without that. Oh, God.
So anyway, but no, I mean it's a little different than locking a fucking animal in a room. You know, I'm thinking the person works at night or something, so they lock the animal in the room so it doesn't tear apart the whole apartment. But it's like, well, why do you got to think about the scenarios. You're like, for instance, that's why I don't have a dog, because I'm not there enough to be able to take the dog out to go to the bathroom. So knowing that, I'm like, okay, people should be a little more honest with themselves, I would think, instead of just being like, oh, I want a companion. Some people want a companion so fucking bad, but they don't think about, well, is it going to be desirable for the companion? Oh, I don't give a shit.
No,
I'll
do you
just
think it was desirable to fucking shoot a load on your cat?
That was one goddamn time. And it
I mean, do you think the cat enjoyed that?
well, it wasn't intentional. That's
I
the
get what
point.
you're saying. Why get an animal if you can't give it the time that it needs?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And you're going to lock it in an apartment.
Cats don't really need fucking attention, dude.
That's
They're
why I like the
cool
cat.
all by themselves.
That's why I like the cat. That's why I bought a cat just for that, or did buy a cat.
They don't give a fuck if you're there or not. Really,
Right.
they don't.
No.
I know.
Unless it's my cat.
But you see dumb
That's
fucks
why I love cats.
that are in apartments, that have these dogs. And you're like, why do you have a dog in an
Right,
apartment?
yeah.
It's like you can't really, the dog kind of needs a backyard, to go out and shit and play and do whatever the fuck they're gonna do.
So this dog whines a lot now.
whines and whimpers, and you feel bad because you're like, God damn.
Oh my God, do you feel bad?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to you? Did you get hit on the head?
Wow, man, you guys get this fucked up
We're just
idea,
fucking
man.
with you. We believe you care.
He gives a shit about animals, just not people.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
my cats.
I love cats. What are you talking about?
Of course we know you love cats.
Ew, knock it off.
No, actually, I prefer cats over dogs. But no, just people, they don't think about, well, hey, I got to work 8 hours and I live in an apartment. Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and lock this fucking dog in a bedroom.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right,
And
yeah.
just let it whimper and whine in there. What the fuck kind of shit is that? So I hate that. I don't know. It's just something about that. It's like, think about it before you just, it's like people who have kids that shouldn't be having kids. There are some people that should not fucking be having kids.
Oh, that's true.
And you know what I'm talking about. Humvee's over there laughing, so you must know some people that...
My brother.
Yeah, some people just have kids, and it's like, well, why? Because I need something to realize, something that's not going to point out the fact that I'm a fuck-up for at least 10 years, So...
Trust me on this one. Your kids will definitely let you know you're a fucking
yeah.
on a
Yeah.
daily
Well,
fucking basis.
But in their mind, they're not thinking past 2
Like
minutes.
when my son rolled off the bed, I was a fuck up, okay?
How did that happen?
He learned how to roll one day, and I went to the bathroom real quick, and boom.
Kaplunk.
It takes all of 2 seconds. They go, "Broop," and off they go.
But how's that being a fuck-up? All kids do shit like that.
just the little things your kids let you
Yes.
know you're a fuck up on.
That they remind you
Just
that,
the
wow, I
small shit.
really did that. Damn.
See, but you're putting yourself, you're blaming that on yourself when that wasn't you.
Just kind of being sarcastic.
Oh,
babe.
okay. Gotcha.
Wow, he's getting all.
All right. So
So...
It's that time.
Oh, yes, bitches. We'll be right back, fuckers.
Ooh.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STEM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. Not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jismbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie And then after that, we can go to the warm water.
Great. Just what I've always wanted. My own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts if you
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STEM Radio. STEM Radio.
Oh, yes! It's coming in that final fucking stretch of the shit that fucking irks me. So, yeah, we were ending off last segment of dumb dog owners and dumb kid owners and dumb, that do dumb shit. Because, obviously people get lonely and they think they need a companion and they fucking get something. That's why I'm good, man. I really don't. When my cat died, I was like, that's it. No
Didn't
more.
want the replacement?
No more. Yeah, and everybody kept telling me, oh, you should get another cat. You should get another cat. My mom's still up my ass about that shit. Well, you should get another cat.
It's been how many fucking years now?
2, 3,
It's been
actually
more
3.
Than, it's been, because it was before.
2012 is when I put her down. So, but yeah, no, I still get, oh, don't you want a companion? Don't you? No, I'm good. I got my computer. I'm good. It works for me.
Computer,
My
huh?
computer's a great companion. I love my computer.
Called porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And YouTube videos and jackums and fucking,
It's called Experience Project.
An Experience Project. All that good shit, man. That's all I need in life. So,
That is truly what you need, isn't it?
what's that?
Just that.
Really, I don't need much. I'm a very low maintenance person. I don't need all the extra bullshit and frills and stupid stuff.
You got that whole apartment. You could get a nice woman. She could move in. You guys could spend some time together.
It'd have to be the right woman.
What would be the right woman for you?
I don't know. I guess we'd have to see. We'd have to see if somebody, just the way. It's kind of funny because if you've never had it, you really don't know what would work. You could think like somebody might be the right person that you could live with you, but then once you're around them for a little bit.
I mean, what would be your ultimate woman? I guess without trying to, what would you want?
Let's see. I guess somebody who, doesn't, not up my ass all the time, so doesn't always have to be there all the time.
At your convenience or hers or both?
just whatever. I mean, sometimes she might be doing her own thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she might call me and say, hey, I'm doing this tonight. Okay, I'll see you later. You know, or vice versa. So I guess she wouldn't have a problem if I was doing something, and I think she should be able to go out and do her deal too. But that's the thing, you know, it's not one of these people that has to be up your ass and, you know, always there when you're there, and kind of lets you have your space. You let them have their space. Space is a big thing for me. So
if you lived with her.
Yeah, well, we'd have our own space, wouldn't we? We'd give each other space. That's one of the things. And why is there such silence?
We're waiting.
I think everybody's just trying to picture you with this person so far. We're just all getting this mental image.
Does that person not exist? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I'm just trying to get an idea of what it is. And you're putting it out there. I mean, they're watching. Maybe that girl's out there right now.
Well, yeah, right. And like I said, too, you know, it would really have to be, I'd have to be around that person to go, you know what, I could live with them.
But no, I'm just saying, what would be your ultimate, what you think? I mean, not saying that you're meeting this girl right now or anything, but what would be the ultimate girl for you?
Well, see, that's it,
I mean,
though.
so far, space.
What you think. I mean, these are only things, you know, you got to remember.
I mean, would she be a nut bucket on Tuesdays and Wednesdays be your little honey cup?
I mean,
so girly.
I don't know. I mean, it really depends on, you know, what the traits are, really. And until you see those traits, you really don't know. You know, sometimes you really don't know what it is until you actually witness and you go, yeah, that's what I like that, or I don't like this.
Well, I know, but I mean, you have to have some sort of idea.
Yeah, although my idea might be a little idealistic, like the space thing I was just mentioning. I'm sure that can't happen.
A woman that would spit a hock a loogie on her foot and you could lick it off of.
There we go. That works. But
yeah, that's just disgusting.
So yeah, I mean, I really don't know until it happens, I guess. As of now, nobody's fit the bill, guys.
Well, except for one.
What? Oh yeah,
Experience project.
What? Oh, I can't say for sure I live with her.
Well, okay. Suppose it's not even living with them. I mean, just to even get to that point.
Yeah, we got to that point.
You really hit it off with this girl on Experience project.
I mean, as of now, who knows what the fuck? It may be totally different if we ever met or talked. You know what I mean?
That's right. You guys haven't talked yet. I keep thinking you have.
No. We just emailed, man. It just emails back and forth. Well, no. Are you thinking of koala? Like, because I thought for a while, I might be able to live with her.
Hell, what do you mean might? You were planning on moving out there.
Exactly. I was thinking, we could live together.
So then that would be your kind of woman.
Yeah, because she does her own thing. I do mine, and, you know, it's good. But yet we enjoyed each other.
You know, I was thinking.
What?
And this may sound stupid to you, but I really think that you should start looking at men.
Why?
Red Lobster.
Because, no, seriously, yeah. I mean, because how do you know that it's just truly not a man that was what you need?
Well, I don't want a man. I'm not into men.
But no, I'm saying, because men are more independent. You may get your space there.
I don't want to fucking sleep with a man. Or fuck a man.
Good Lord.
Well, yeah, where was he getting the man thing?
I just threw that out there.
That's the fact that you're thinking shit like that makes me question you, maybe, Jerkman.
No, I'm pretty sure he likes girls.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do, too.
I'm kind of certain on that one.
Well, I could say something, but...
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, you want to open your fucking...
Actually, since she said it, you've said it before, you act more like a dude than a chick.
So?
And
what's your point? It's not my fault most men out there can't be manly, they're girly.
So maybe Jerkman does like men. Hey, he went there.
So you're saying I'm a man then? Believe me, I have all the parts to be a woman.
Well,
and they're all naturally there.
and that's cool. But no, I just it was me. I don't know why he even went there.
It didn't work.
He tried.
I don't know why he even went there, but that's okay.
Because you had men on your mind.
He was going around a way to get to me, but it didn't work.
I didn't say a thing about men. Jerkman mentioned the men.
I just threw that out there as a joke. That's all.
Okay.
But no, seriously. So if you met another girl like Koala, what would you do? I mean, would you run just because of the experience you've had already?
No.
Or would you try to embrace it and see if it would work?
No, I would. Well, I would try to embrace it and see if it worked. If I liked her, you know. I guess I don't. You know, you really don't know till you're in the situation.
Well, I understand that.
You know, I can't really. I mean, it would be nice, but at this point, I haven't found that. So.
And would you dimple cake with her?
Yeah, maybe.
See? Oh, see? Yeah, look at this now.
Well, okay. See, the other thing with dimple caking, you got to remember, is when people are just hanging on the phone, talking about absolutely nothing. They're just on the phone.
Wasn't what dimple caking is, according to you?
Not really. Well, dimple caking is this: when you're on the phone and it's like very. So what did you have? It's like almost like you're fishing for conversation, but it's almost like this obligation to be on the phone. That's dimple caking.
You have an obligation to be on the phone?
Some people do.
No, if I don't want to be on the phone, I don't answer my phone.
Right,
or if I don't want to talk to somebody that I'm on the phone with, I'm like, okay, I'm hanging up. Bye.
But no, there are some people that really, feel that, oh, well, I got to call that person. Well, what do you have to tell them? I don't have shit to tell them, but I just want to be hanging on the phone with them.
Sometimes people just find things to talk about because they enjoy talking to that person.
But if you find things, then it's really not a dimple cake.
So that's not dimple caking at that point.
No, it's dimple caking. A dimple conversation is. I've given you an example of that before.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm just because you said you would never dimple cake or you didn't like it or whatever. Now you're saying you may.
No, I was because you threw it out there, so of course I said yes. But no, that's it. If the call was a dimple call, every time I talked to the person it was dimple-esque, then it probably wouldn't work. So if the person would have to, every time I talk to them, that's the thing. When it's somebody you like, you get diarrhea of the mouth. You know how that goes. You just start,
I have no clue.
I bet you two get. Oh, then this happened. You probably never run out of shit to talk about, do you?
But why should you run out of shit to talk about?
We shouldn't, but there are some people sometimes where you meet them at first, you have a lot to talk about because you're getting to know each other. But then as you talk to them, you start to run out of things to talk about because you're not as into them as you thought you might be.
No,
I've never had that problem. There's always something to talk about.
Yeah. Because we're like-minded and we find some of the same things interesting.
That's assuming
we can have conversations about stuff other than getting to know each other.
But that's assuming that you're in a relationship now. This is like when you in the first stage. Like, you might talk to somebody and you have a great conversation the first time you talk.
But in the first stages, if you run out of things to say, how is it going to move along at that point?
Right, at that point, you go the
It'd
other
be over.
way.
That's right. Yeah. That's just what I'm saying. So if it was dimpling, then obviously it's losing already. Whereas opposed to if you guys never run out of things to talk about, then you're rolling.
I don't know. The term that I know, caking on the phone, where I come from, and my understanding is that it's just, caking on the phone is like sitting and talking on the phone for hours. That's caking on the phone. I'm sitting here caking this girl. Yeah, I'm caking this girl.
So see, you
they've
thought
been
yours was
talking
original.
for hours.
And they got a lot to say? Really? I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's called caking.
I thought he's like.
For me, it's different.
I don't get why it's called that. I can't make the connection, but that's what they call it.
Huh. Interesting. Making it sweet, maybe like running game.
I don't know. Could be that, or it takes however long it takes to make a cake.
Or like
I don't
baking
fucking
a cake,
know.
cooking up something.
Yeah. I'm caking. I'm caking on the phone with this girl.
Yeah,
and it's talking sweet and being on the phone.
Maybe
for
that's
fucking
it.
Forever.
Sweet talking.
And it's
see,
that shit.
My term dimple caking came from it's just a boring fucking conversation. It's like nobody.
Dimple caking.
Yeah,
they're boring.
You're dimple caking. It's like what the fuck's the point? It's just a boring, stupid conversation. So what'd you have for dinner?
But that's why you put a limit to it. Me and Humvee, we're only allowed like 6 minutes every 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
That we can talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we put a limit so that way we don't run out of things to say. It's like after that 6 minute, we put the timers on and they go off, and it's like we got to hang up.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, so we don't run out of anything to talk about.
Oh no, but well, obviously, if it's
look at Oslo.
if it's a relationship where obviously you're running out of things to talk about, then you're right. It's not going to move along.
Right. So
that's why we only last 6 minutes.
So so a dimple cake relationship. Damn, Jerkman, that's all you last? Oh, you're talking about phone conversation. Sorry.
Wow. He had to go there, didn't he?
I went there. She said it. I went there. So, but no, if you got a dimple, then it's obviously not real. It's bullshit. That's what it. My take on it at least.
So if you're talking to the person and you're just talking about whatever, which is dimpling according to you, then it's not going to last.
No, if it's just boring and you're fishing for things to say. So how was your day? Oh, it was good. That's cool.
Well, you would maybe start out with something like that.
What'd you have for dinner? Right, but if it doesn't go anywhere, if the thing just everything you throw out smashes into a wall.
Well, then you're not going to be with that person, obviously, because you have no there's no connectivity there.
So you wouldn't be dimple caking with somebody that you're really into. If you're really going off and you're having a good conversation.
But on the other hand, caking, I guess, is good.
Well, that's according to where she comes from.
If you're dimple caking, it's bad. Caking's good.
I guess so. I've never heard caking, but I guess so. But dimple caking, to me, is just boring, dumb.
Gee, what do you think, Ocelot? You talked so much.
Yeah, you have a lot to add to this.
Like she's not gonna,
What's the deal there?
Fuck you. I don't want to talk this shit.
Yeah, so
she doesn't want to dimple cake your ass.
I don't know. I mean, I have good friends. Sometimes we have a lot to say to each other.
And that's even with friends, right? I mean, you could sit with friends for an hour and talk.
But I don't. I guess my thing is, if I don't have anything to tell you, or I don't feel like I need to talk to you, then I'm not just going to call you just to call you. That's dimple caking.
All right.
I guess. I mean, I have a friend where
you just call a motherfucker just to
we can call, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Just to catch up. And sometimes we talk for an hour, and sometimes I'm like, all right, so I'll text you or some shit.
Yeah,
okay. I mean, it's if I feel like it, I do. If I don't, I don't.
Well, they get off. But the point is, they get off the phone. See, a dimple caker will, they're.
Keep grasping for something?
Yeah, it's almost like you're like, well, that's called telecuffing. That's a Renaissance term, by the way.
I never heard this one now. Telecuffing?
When telecuffing is like when you're trying to get off the phone.
on the phone.
Yeah, they try to keep you on the phone.
Oh, that's right. I do remember this one.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a Renaissance term. I can't take credit for that one. That's Renaissance. So, yeah, telecuff somebody means trying to keep them on the phone.
Yeah. I've had that happen.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
Where I'm like, all right then, and then they're like, so.
Start up again.
And they'll say something else to you, like, dude, you I'm trying to get off this phone.
I'll set the phone down sometimes and
really?
Packing, yeah.
Then when you go back
if it gets that boring, I will. I'll set the phone down.
I've done it. I'll just go like this real quick.
But what the hell do you guys do when you come back and the conversation
you just
want
say,
a question or something?
Say,
So you don't have to worry about it. That's all you have to do.
That's it.
So
Usually,
it's all about them.
Sums it all up.
Yeah.
Well, that's dimpling. That's dimpling.
You can add a wow. Wow.
Really? Okay.
Really?
That's, you're making me yawn just talking like
Good.
that. I know what you're talking about.
Now I know if I ever talk to any three of you guys, you say that shit to me. I know you're not paying the fuck attention.
Yep.
Yeah, like that right there.
Yep. Sure. Yep. That's
good.
crazy. The one thing is you never want to say the wrong thing, like.
Well, that's why unless you're really advanced at it, you don't do things like.
We gotta be advanced at this.
Oh, that's cold. You got to be able to pick up enough occasionally to kind of know what the general conversation
right, where
is.
they're going with it. Yeah, you don't want to be
exactly.
They'll say something like. Yeah, so I went to the
So my dog died yesterday. You don't want to go.
That's pretty
cool.
wow,
that's fantastic.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
Actually, G Motors did that one time with me because it was he was kind of dimplusticating.
I could never see G Motors doing something like that.
G Motors, he used to be Dr. Dimples back in the day, man.
Does he still talk about AK?
No, he hadn't talked about AK in a while. Had he ever talked about AK?
Yeah, didn't he have the hots for her at one time?
Oh, he said she was hot, yeah. But that's it. I mean, he only mentioned that one time.
He likes those phony girlfriends.
Damn.
The reason I said that is because he's probably listening.
And I would say it if it was here. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, wow. That was Ocelot in case you didn't see G Motors.
You have one viewer.
That's probably him. I'm telling you, that's probably him.
It could be him, So anyway, yes, that's dimple caking where you're not the person's not talking, or it's just a boring ass conversation, and really you could be doing something better. And then dimplusticating is when you call somebody and you're doing something else other than paying attention to them.
Because you can't multitask?
No. If you dimplusticate, the dimplusticator must be the person calling. So if I call you and I'm like paying attention to something else other than you, like I'm watching TV or reading a book or doing some dumb shit.
Wow.
That's
I call you while I'm reading a book.
Yeah, right.
I have some people that do some shit sometimes on the phone. I'm like, wow, dude. You know what used to be a real bad dimplusticator was Loon. And she'd be out ordering food and doing all kinds of other crazy shit. And I'm like, man, dude, let me
Well, sometimes that happens. You're on the phone with somebody and someone starts yakking at you and you have no choice but to talk to them when you're still on the phone with the other person. As a matter of fact, that happened
I
today.
did that all day today.
Yeah, we both did that all day today.
Well, no, but it has to be kind of initiated by that person on the phone. So the person on the phone must be the initiator of whatever.
I just cannot wait to go home and call somebody, and they go, "What are you doing?" I'm going to say, "Reading a book." I want to do that so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm reading a book.
Yeah, that's That's actually could be interesting.
Or
I'm
just,
do it.
Or either that, or just stop talking for a minute, and they'll be like, "What?" And you'll be like, "Sorry, I was just reading this book."
This passage,
Yes.
this passage got really interesting. Sorry, I just got absorbed. Hold on.
Dude, I'm really. Oh, this is that part. This is that part. God damn. So, but yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That,
So anyway, what are you doing?
so that's my whole thing with the dimple caking and the if you don't have a reason to call somebody, why are you calling them? You know.
Sometimes you're bored and you call somebody and strike up some conversation.
Nah, not in that case. I'm telling you, I've had some dimple cakers in my life, man. That's one thing. I've had no shortage of dimple cakers. So.
And hooker bots.
Hooker bots and dimple cakers, man. That's what happens.
Always on your Facebook, hooker bots. At least a daily thing.
That's a hooker bot. Well, not daily, but I do get a lot. I get more at my Maxwell page than I do my other page. Though.
Yeah, why is that?
Because I think my relationship status shows,
Single.
So it shows single. Whereas on my other page, I hit it. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I am listed as a widow. I am a widow, and they
You don't
are
get
forever
about it
coming
pretty good?
through.
Yeah, see, I
I'm
think.
listed as a widow, and I never get a hooker.
Oh,
Really?
God.
Would you like some?
Yeah.
I'll
How
send
about
them
I
your
send a
way.
few your way?
I can't believe you're fucking with people. Telling them that. You're putting something false on Facebook?
Well, no. You know
I
why?
told you the story behind
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Well, no, but you know what?
I was trying to dimple cake with
She
you.
could just be a widow lonely.
Oh, wow.
What?
She could be a widow lonely.
A widow won't win.
Get it?
Play on words.
I'm getting punny now.
You're getting punny?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's that last few minutes.
No, seriously, go back to being an asshole. that shit don't work for you.
See, you prefer my asshole, don't you?
No, I don't prefer your asshole at
We
all.
are not ending on that. We are
Hey, is
not.
there something I should know now?
All right,
You
no.
prefer my asshole side, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you prefer my asshole side. That's everybody does. See, everybody loves the asshole in me. If I wasn't an asshole,
I don't know what you would be like if you wasn't.
See, exactly.
No, I'm just having a hard time picturing it.
Like if I was this overly friendly.
If you were this nice guy that was polite to everybody and watched
girly
what
and mushy.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
That kind of makes me
really?
sick just thinking about it. What if I was like one of those guys?
I don't know. That would be weird. It'd
I
be
think it'd
very
be scary.
strange.
That would be a horrible alternate reality. For me
It would be. It would
Be like
be.
a
I
bad
would
rated,
run and hide because I'm thinking the world's ending.
I would know.
Bad B-rated movie.
Yeah, I would know I was in the alternate at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, oh God, I'm in the alternate.
Like no, it's
I'm
not
in the bad
true.
alternate. Wait a minute.
Like Maxwell's being nice. Maxwell. I can't.
Twilight Zone.
Now keep in mind, I can be nice. I can be cordial. I can be friendly.
Snap a picture when that happens.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And I do it all day at work, so that's why I'm here now doing what the fuck I do.
So you're like a corporate guy that just needs to let it out and be tied up and put in diapers and stuff later
That's
on.
right. God damn it. I want to. I want
You
to have.
forget you're talking about his fantasy when you go diapers, so, really.
Yeah,
He does
damn
want to
right.
wear a diaper someday.
Put a
does.
diaper on me, baby. I'll shit in it.
What's with shit?
It's his fucking
That's
thing,
He
man.
loves his
my thing.
poop.
I'm gonna sleep with my shit. Jerkman already said.
Wow.
Oh, that's just really. We need another subject quick here.
We're at the end.
That's what I mean.
That's how we're
can't-
ending.
It's dimple radio, man. We're dimple radioing. We're trying to come up with shit
Something
to
at the
talk
end.
about. Yeah, exactly. So just trying to find a subject, something that works. Actually, it's not even radio anymore. It's a internet webcast.
Broadcasting.
Broadcast.
Internet
Internet broadcast. That's right.
You just go ahead and pick your nose for that last
I was not
minute
picking my nose.
there.
I was
You
scratching
just-
my nose. You see? Picking my nose is this.
Oh God, you like shoved that all the way in there. Holy
Damn
shit.
right. God damn it. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
Disgusting. I'm GJ, totally fucking disgusted now, Jerkman.
I'm gonna puke over here, Ocelot.
I'm Humvee.
And I am Dimple Cakin, AK.
And that's
The
the
story there,
bitches.
bitches.
See ya.
Have fun.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STEM Radio with Maxwell Silver.